Children of God, Sitaram to one and all, and welcome to this evening's discourse. Panajai had completed puja, and you all have completed your offerings and so on. And now we're going to do a short discourse and send you home a bit early. Last night we sent you back a little bit later, you know. Putting the hands together, closing the physical eyes. We all pray and concentrate upon that divine master, asking for guidance and protection. We all pray. Om Gajananam Bhutaganaadisevitam Kapita Jambu Palasara Bhakshanam Umasutam Shoka Vinashikarkam Namami Viganeshwari Parapankajam Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Saraswati Rupena Sanskritam Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaram Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Nagindrahara Trilochanayam Bhashmangragaya Maheshwarayam Nityaya Shudaya Digambarayam Tasmai Nakaraya Namaha Shivaya Om Anjani Garbhasan Mukho Vayuputro Mahabam Kumaro Brahmachari Cham Hanuman me Prasidha me Om Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Vishnu Mayena Sanskritam Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Chaitanya Bridhiyat Namastute Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Sanskritam Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Nidra Rupena Sanskritam Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Gauri Rupena Sanskritam Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Om Sarvamangale Mangale Shive Sarvayarti Shadhike Sharanye Trayambike Gauri Narayani Namastute Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Vidyam Karavabahe Tejasvinavarhitamastu Ma Vidvishabahe Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Prem se bole Adi Shakti Devi Durga Mata ki Jai Om Gam Ganapati Namo Namah Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बाबा मोरियम। ओम गम गणपतिये नमो नमः। सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बाबा मोरिया। ओम गम गणपति
नमो नमः। श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बाबा मोरिया।
ओम गम गणपति नमो नमः। सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बाबा मोरिया। ओम गम गणपति नमो नमः। सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः।
अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बाबा मोरिया।
गम गणपति नमो नमः। सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बाबा मोरिया। गम गणपति
नमो नमः। श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बाबा मोरिया।
गम गणपति नमो नमः। सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बाबा मोरिया।
गम गणपति नमो नमः। श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः। अष्टविनायक नमो नमः। गणपति बाबा मोरिया।
गणेश भगवान की जय। आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान। ज्ञान के सूरज चमका दे भगवान। आज अंधेरे
ज्ञान सूरज चमका दे भगवान।
आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान। ज्ञान के सूरज चमका दे भगवान।
आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान। ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान।
करारे, इन यखियन को प्रभु करारे, जो इसे पहचान। आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान,
ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान।
आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान,
ज्ञान
के सूरज चमका दे भगवान। प्रेम से बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। Put in your hands together, closing the physical eyes, we pray. Om Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Saraswati Rupena Sanskritam Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Om Jai Jai Devi Jai Jai Man, Jai Jagadamba Bhavani Man. Ambe Bhavani Mata, Ambe Bhavani, Ambe Bhavani Mata, Ambe Bhavani.
जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी, जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी, जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी, जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी।
Jai Jai Devi, Jai Jai Man, Jai Jagadamba Bhavani Man. वे सर्व शक्ति स्वरूप है और महेश्वरी शशवत शक्ति है। वे सदा को सिद्धि देने वाली। जय जय देवी जय जय मां। सिद्धि रूपा सिद्धेश्वरम ईश्वरी, सिद्धि तात ईश्वरी है। जय जय देवी जय जय मां, जय जगदम्बा
भवानी मां।
वे शोभा भवी अति संज्ञाभी, शांताय सुतीलम, सर्वा मंगल रूप है और लोभ मोह काम क्रोध मदय अंकर भी से रहती है। जय जय देवी जय जय मां,
जय जगदम्बा भवानी मां।
अम्बे भवानी माता अम्बे भवानी, अम्बे भवानी माता अम्बे भवानी।
जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी, जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी, जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी।
आज शक्ति देवी दुर्गा माता की। So last evening, my dear friends, the question was asked why it is that this Prakriti is this world that has been created. Why it is this world has been created. And we learned last day that the world have been created by that divine Shakti, by that divine force of the universe. And we call it Param Atma, we call it Shakti, Holy Ghost, all of that they call it by. Yes, that's the same thing that is called Holy Ghost. Yeah. The Christian people will say Holy Ghost. Yeah. So, my dear friends, it says here, this Prakriti is of the nature of Brahma. She is eternal. And it tells to us that male and female started from there. But it tells to us that when we carry ourselves to the highest plane of divinity, you will not recognize what is male and what is female. You will see all as Brahman, all as God's energy. So then there's some place in front in the Devi Puran which tells to us that the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar is the same Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati. And how would you understand that is only when you carry yourself to the higher level of the plane of divinity. Then you realize that these forms are a manifestation to help us to carry ourselves to that state where we see God in that neutral form, in that form as everything. It continues to tell to us that the great Devi Ishwari, the controller of the universe, Brahma with the Maya, is a state of equilibrium. It is in that state of oneness. By her command came out 5 forms, And those 5 forms, my dear friends, follows, as I told you last night, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Radhika, and Savitri. So when you worship Durga, the form Durga, now in the Devi Puran again, you would see where the Shakti got the name Durga by destroying the demon Durga. This Durga is something completely different to that incident of Durga. Then you would see the same Durga Devi Ma come as Kali. And that's a different incident again, which she had to take that form again to destroy Raktabij. So each one of the name that we hear of her after, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Radhika, and Savitri, any name that you hear after that is because of a situation that she had to come to correct. And when she corrected the situation, a name was given to her, like Ambika Devi, Maheshwari Devi, all these, But it is very significant to note that this says that the first Devi, Durga Devi, and it make mention in the Purana, Ganesh Mother. Ganesh Mother Durga, which is the absolute, which tells to us that Ganesh Bhagwan was always here. That is why he had the opportunity to be the first Devta to be worshipped. But my dear friends, as we go along, we will get methods of how to worship this Devi Durga. But again, I want to reiterate from last night, because I had to hustle it a little bit last night, that when you please that divine Mother Durga, when you worship and you praise her, and she get pleasing, she destroy all your sorrows. So if your sorrows are being destroyed, what state of mind will you be in? If sorrow is not there, what is going to be there? Hey, don't tell me all you know what going to be there. Happiness, joy, peace, yes. So it says that first thing she destroys is your sorrows. Then she take away your troubles. In this world, and it is noted, all this here, the Puranas and everything else, came down here especially for us to adjust ourselves in this Kali age, Tell me who living in this Kali age and have a little trouble now and then. Some have it for long and some have it for shorter period. But trouble is there. And when we say trouble, we mean things that will make us uncomfortable. Eh? We are talking about everybody will engage in a fight. No. It means that you will be uncomfortable. So what she do? She removed that troubles or that which will cause you to be uncomfortable. She remove your pain. Pain is not only the physical pain what Krishna enjoying these days. Munesh enjoying some of it too. And why I say enjoying the pain? If we understand the pain and why the pain is there, we will understand is because the karma is there. So we'll enjoy it out until it finish. Because it won't stay forever, it will leave. That is why when Hanumanji was tied up in the net, remember the net of the snake? And they dragging him going, he didn't worry. He didn't worry at all about the time up. Why? Because he know everything is for a period and this is for a purpose. So when we get a little fall, and watch how much good thing come out of that fall, Munish. You get a full clearance now of how your health is moving. If you didn't fall, you wouldn't get that. So one negative bring so many positive from it. And this is how we have to look at life. This is what karma does for us. When the karma comes and it is not too much in our favor, we have to look at the positive which comes out from that. Prem se bole Shri Ram Chandra Bhagavan ki jai. So children of God, he says he removes the pain. And the pain here they're talking about is your worries. The pain of your heart and your mind. Well, I know Nira, boy, and all the young people, the kind of pain the young people does go through these days, I don't know if she will remove that one. But she say pain in general. Prem se bole Shri Ram Chandra Bhagavan ki jai. So my dear friends, it tells to us, and this is of her bhaktas, she do this for the devotees, that have taken refuge at her feet and give them dharma. Dharma is a big word. Everybody believes dharma is religion. When we say dharma, we believe that is religion, but dharma is anything that is sustenance. All the principles for sustenance. For example, the dharma of the road in Trinidad is that you drive on the left-hand side. The dharma of the road into New York, you drive on the right-hand side. Yeah, I think that's how it is here. So, children of God, dharma is the sustaining principle of everything that we have to engage ourselves into. And everything have a dharma. Everything has sustaining principles. So my dear friends, and then now, so it starts by telling you that she will remove your troubles and all of that. But now she says, seek refuge at her feet and she will give you dharma. That she'll teach you how to sustain yourself at all levels. Everlasting name and fame. You don't have to fight nobody for name and fame, you know. Name and fame will come to you when it is due. All auspicious things and bliss and all happiness. And finally she grants unto you final liberation or moksha. Children of God, this is what we're all working for this freedom. She grants unto us that protection. Durga Devi Ma is that presiding deity. She is of the Satogun. She brings to us success. She gives us the Siddhis. Siddhis is success. The great Devi is the embodiment of intelligence. She is sleep, Nidra Devi. When you can sleep, recite Yadevi Sarva Bhuteshu Nidra Rupena Sanskrita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha. When you have the blessing of Nidra Devi, you will have sleep. Probably sometime you have too much sleep. And so, devotees and friends, it tells to us, she is that mother of kindness. So we cannot say that we want to worship the divine Mother Durga and we don't have kindness in our heart. We must be kind to others. We must be compassionate to others. Because we're talking about mother here. Kali Devi, in her incident with Rakta Bij and all the others that she had to fight, she went through all that trouble and all that difficult moments. For what? Because of love. If she didn't love us as children, she would never go through all those troubles. She'd have said, man, let her fight it out herself. But no. She took the form to do all that she had to do. And she did all the work. And that's why sometimes people who don't know will criticize her. Because they don't know. Prem Sabal Shinam Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. So it says here that this divine Devi is the embodiment of kindness. When you feel a little fatigue and thing, to call upon her, because it means you're allowing the negative to take you over. Forbearance, errors, peace, beauty, consciousness, contentment, nourishment, prosperity and fortitude. All these are declared in the Vedas that has been controlled by this divine mother. Contentment or santosh. How many of us have contentment? If we have contentment, we will never complain. When we have contentment, we take what we have in hand today and make ourselves happy with that. It's not saying that don't make yourself better tomorrow, but you know and you accept that this is what I have today and this is what I have to make myself happy with, and so you will end up happy. So the second principle, my dear friends, Prem Sabal Shri Ram Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Jai Devi Jai Jai Ma Jai Jagadamba Bhavani Ma Jai Jai Devi Jai Jai Ma Jai Jagadamba Bhavani Ma Ambe Bhavani Mata Ambe Bhavani Ambe Bhavani Mata Ambe Bhavani Jai Jai Jagadamba Bhavani Jai Jai Jagadamba Bhavani Jai Jai Jagadamba Bhavani Jai Jai Jagadamba Bhavani Jai Jai Devi Jai Jai Mam Jai Jagadamba Bhavani Mam Ve Swarga Me Swargam Lakshmi Raja Om Raja Lakshmi Grihastam Manushyo Kim Ghar में गृहा लक्ष्मी और सभी प्राणियों तातम पधारयो में सोम रूप से विराजमान रहते हैं जय जय देवी जय जय मां वे मनोहर है वे पुण्यवान लोगों में कीर्ति रूप से Rajapurush Shashomim Prabharupasim Bhyapareyomim Vishnu Dhyorupase Tatam Patiyomim Kalharup में विरजती है वेदया रूप कहा गया है वेदों में उनका निरूपण हुआ है वे सर्वामन्या सर्वा पुंज्याम तथा सभा के लिए भंडानिया हैं अब आप यन्याम स्वरूप के विषय में मुझसे सुनिए जय जय देवी जय जय मां जय जगदम्बा भवानी मां अम्बे भवानी माता अम्बे भवानी माता अम्बे Devi Durga Mata ki. So she says here the second form now, Ved Vyas is telling, the second form or the second Shakti of that Param Atma is named Padma or Lakshmi. She is the nature of Sudha Sattva. Sudha Sattva is more subtle than Sattva. So Durga is Sattva Gun. Lakshmi is Sudha Sattva. And that tells to us that she is very soft, she is very humble. Durga, that is why Durga Devi Ma takes all the pressure. Because she has that mode, that capacity to do it. Lakshmi Devi now, on the other hand, is that one that is more subtle, more deep than the Satogun. She says that she is being given by the Param Atma Krishna Bhagavan. She have been given the duty of wealth and prosperity, to give to us wealth and prosperity. The Devi is the complete master of the senses. So she teaches us how to become master of the senses. She is of a very peaceful, and listen again, Lakshmi Devi, she is given the characteristic of her now. She is of a very peaceful temper. She is of a good mood and all auspiciousness. She is free from greed, delusion, lust, anger, vanity, and egoism. So when you pray to the Divine Mother Lakshmi and say, Ma, I have enough, I want more, that is not her nature. She is to give us prosperity. You pray and you surrender to yourself to her, she will give you the wealth and she will give you the prosperity. But you can only get the wealth and prosperity according to your quota. And we go back now to Isa Upanishad mantra number 1, which says, everything in this world belongs to me. And as the Absolute Lord saying this, everything in this world belongs to me. And you will be given your quota. Our quota, my dear friends, have been determined. Our quota has been determined by the amount of karma that we placed into the life. Prem se bole Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan ki. So that Divine Mother Lakshmi, she is free from the egoism. That Divine Mother Lakshmi is devoted to her husband and to her bhaktas. So she supports Vishnu Bhagwan. Who is Vishnu Bhagwan? Vishnu Bhagwan is the sustainer. So she supports all the sustaining principles. She, my dear friends, is devoted to her bhaktas. We as devotees believe that, okay, we devote in ourselves, but it tells to us the Divine Mother is devoted to us when we are sincere in our devotion, meaning that she is ready to serve us. Prem se bole Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki. Again, you would see that when you do, well, now they're changing, and they're giving other things in the seed and all of that. But you will understand now why it is that the older people insisted that no matter what you put in a seedha, you must put grains. And they still try to put at least 5 different grains in your seedha. The aloo and all of that thing come after that, just a sideline to, so that the pandit could get some food to eat. But the grains is the prescribed things to give. What it tells to us, the Devi Lakshmi resides in the grains. So when you give grains, you are giving an offering of Lakshmi. All they just tell you about nowadays is, oh, do Gaudan, and making a mockery of the whole thing. But my dear friends, the simple little grains that you offer, then again, Shiv Puran and Devi Puran again tells to us, it says when you offer tulsi leaves, and there is a particular time to collect those tulsi leaves. I'll do that katha one of these days. And when you collect those tulsi leaves in that particular time, it says it is like giving 100 Gaudan. Simple tulsi leaves. So Sanatan Dharam Hinduism does not put us into great, it gives us the simple things that we can do and get maximum benefit. Prem se bole Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki jai. So this Divine Mother, it tells to us, resides in the grains and the vegetables. She is the source of life of all beings. Think about it. Grains and vegetables, and that is the source of our living and our life. If we are deprived of grains and vegetables, we have no energy to do anything else otherwise. Prem se bole Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki. She resides with Vishnu Bhagwan in Vaikunth. Mahalakshmi is always pure and always is in service to her husband. This is the reason why again in the wedding ceremony, when the Dulahan come, all the devotion that has been done there, we feel that is plenty. But here, my dear friends, the parents of the Dulahin and the brother creates a scenario that the Dulaha is Vishnu Bhagwan and the Dulahin is Lakshmi. Because again, Lakshmi, my dear friends, she resides and she takes care of the Grihastha. Grihastha is the householders, family. So you see how important it is to pray to Lakshmi? You see how important it is to pray to Lakshmi? And before this 9 evenings are finished, my dear friends, you will come to understand that our devotion must be an integrated thing. It must be integrated because it is one energy flowing, but each one of the form and the manifestation has a purpose. Durga have the purpose of removing the troubles and the difficulties and the sorrows. She has that to give us the intelligence to remove the hunger, to remove the, drowsiness and the fatigueness. This is what she's there for. Lakshmi Mata, on the other hand, is to keep us away from greed, delusion, lust, anger, vanity, egoism. Teach us of how to have good temper, a peaceful temper, good mood. You know how difficult it is to deal with somebody when they're in a bad mood? You have some people when they're in a bad mood, just keep a distance away from them, And so Rashri, when she in a bad mood, what does do? Run and lock up inside? Prem Sabal Shri Ram Chandra Bhagavani Ki Jai. So my dear friends, Lakshmi Mata, you see how important Lakshmi is? If we really observe the principles of Lakshmi, we'll have a peaceful home, a prosperous home. And so devotees and friends, as I tell to you, Lakshmi is pure and is always of service. She is the heavenly Lakshmi residing in the heavens, and the royal Lakshmi in the palaces, meaning in your homes, and the Griha Lakshmi in the several families of the several householders. This is the Lakshmi we're talking about. This is not just the Lakshmi that you see where the money falling out as she hands. These are the things we're supposed to get from Lakshmi Mata. So now Narayan is saying, "Oh Narad, all the lovely beauty that you see in all the living beings and all the things, it is she, it is Lakshmi. She is the glory and the fame of those that have done good and pious work." You see where it's coming back down to? That we must do good and pious work. And it is she that is the poorest of the powerful king. Children of God, let me tell you, you have hate and anger and revenge and greed into your heart. And when people watch you, they go say, "How he looking so? How she looking so?" It a show. But when you have the qualities of Lakshmi, it will glow out, my dear friends, as it has been telling us here in the Devi Puran. This Devi Puran would not tell us something false. It's telling to us, that Lakshmi, you have to please that Lakshmi if you want to be a merchant. You have to please that Lakshmi if, you want to travel the divine path. He says even the saints, make sure that they please that Lakshmi Devi. It says here again, engage in doing good to others. Engage in doing good to others. And it says, give up the company of those vile, vicious, and sinful people as approved of the Vedas. The Vedas tell you should not keep the company of the negative people. So that means, my dear friends, do not keep the company of those who will continue to have hate and anger in their heart. That is why Swami Abhedananda in 1906, I keep repeating this, tell you don't go and hug up the tiger. Love the tiger, but don't hug it up. Prem Sabal Shri Ram Chandra Bhagavani Ki Jai. She says, Lakshmi is worshipped and revered by all. Now I will describe to you the third Shakti. Prem Sabal Shri Ram Chandra Bhagavani Ki. So I would not do the third Shakti today, I will do the third Shakti tomorrow. But as I promised, I want to do one chaupai, because as we start and continuing for Hanuman Jayanti, so I will do that now, and then we continue again tomorrow evening. Jai Ram Sita Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Rama Jai Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Rama Jai Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Ram Charan Pankaj Uradhara, Lanka Achala Raju Tum Karao.
Jai Rama Sita Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Jai Rama Sita Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Rishi Pulaste Jasubhi Malamayanka, Tehi Sasi Mahujan Gokalam.
Jai Rama Sita Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Jai Rama Sita Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Rama Nama Bhinu Dhirana Soha, Deku Bhi Chari Tyagi Madha Moha.
Jai Rama Sita Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Jai Rama Sita Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Vasana Hina Nahi Soha Surari, Sabha Bhushan Bhushet Bharanari.
Jai Rama Sita Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Jai Rama Sita Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Rama Bhimukha Sampate Prabhutai, Jai Rahi Paye Binu Ye Paye.
Jai Rama Sita Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Jai Rama Sita Rama, Jaya Jaya
सुख जय राम सीता राम जय जय राम सजल मूल जिन सरी इन्ह नाई
सीता राम जय जय राम जय राम सीता राम जय जय राम
सुनु दस कंठ कहु पनरूपे भीमुख राम त्रात नहीं कोपी
जय राम सीता राम जय जय राम जय राम सीता राम जय जय राम
शंकर सहस विष्णु आज तो राम कर द्रोही
राम सीता राम जय जय राम सीता राम जय जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
मूल बहु सूल प्रधान हो राम त्यगहुत मय भीमान भजहु राम रघुनायक कृपा सिंधु भगवान सिया सजु रामचंद्र जी की जय शरण सिया भजु रामचंद्र की जय मापति महादेव की जय उड़ैसा जगन्नाथ की जय रावण कृष्ण चंद्र की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय रावजु रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम। प्रेम से बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की। So my dear friends, Hanumanji continue addressing Ravan, and he tell Ravan, he said, take shelter at that Lord. He said, no matter what you do, once you surrender yourself to that Supreme Lord, He will protect you. And the same call is for you and I, my dear friends. Once you totally surrender yourself to God, He will protect you and He will guide you to the path that you need to go. It says here, Hanuman again telling to Ravan, he said, think about your grandfather. Your grandfather shined like the moon without any blemish. So sometimes when you're doing the wrong thing, they just tell you, remember how good your father was, remember how good your grandfather was. So this is why Hanumanji is telling him, remember your grandfather, Pulasti. He shined like the moon without blemish. So, O Ravan, do not allow yourself to be blemished. Do not. So how do that? Hanumanji is telling Ravan, He say, install the image of Sri Ram, lotus feet in your heart, and enjoy the sovereignty of your state, Lanka, without any challenge. He say, if you place the Lord in your heart, nobody will challenge you. Devotees and friends, if you do your devotion, placing God in your heart, nobody challenges that devotion. It says, Rama nama binu ghir na soha, deku bichari tyagi mad moha. It says that speech without the name of Sri Ram, it says is nothing. Dekhu bichari tyagi mad moha. He say, O Ravan, he say, give up, put aside your arrogance and your infatuation, your mad and your moha. Give it up. Basanahina nahi soha surai. Says here that who will talk very nicely of a lady who is all adorned in jewelry and the poor lady have no clothes? Similarly, my dear friends, you will have the whole world and you have God in you. Nobody talks good about you. You know what they will say? Oh yeah, that rich man up the road there, he have the whole world, but he's just close to a little demon. His behavior and everything else. He don't give nobody no donation, nothing. Principle Shinam Chandra. If you don't, you can only give something if you have God in your heart. And if you don't have God in your heart, you are giving nobody nothing, So he says here that speech without Sri Ram's name is nothing at all. So he says, give up your arrogance and your infatuation, O Ravan. Because you have gained the whole world, but you haven't gained God. Of what use it is you fighting and you gain the whole world? You have the millions in your hand and you have God, because when you die now, you're begging God, give me a little more time. Prem Sabalushinam Chandra Bhagavani ki. So he says again, Rama Bhimukha Sampati Prabhu Thai Jai Rahi Pai Binu Pai. He says that the fortune and lordship of a man who is hostile to God eventually leave him if they stay for a while. Says that is good as lost. So you could have all the things in the world, and when you give up God, it starts leaving you one by one. And you will end up one day, if you don't catch yourself on time and hold God in your heart, you'll lose everything and you will be on the street. Prem Subarashinam Chandra Bhagavani ki Jai. Says, he says a river which just depends on the flow of water when the rain fall and has no source. It says if that river have no perennial source, he said that river go dry up soon after the rain gone. If you look at the spring, where we used to go and do the Ganesha Warakar, the reason why they always have water because it have a spring coming. The reason in the back here by Yumunesha have water because there is a perennial source. But if you only depend on the flow of the water with the rain, as soon as the rain passes, what happens? That water ends. So this is what he's telling Ravan. He say if you don't have a source for your energy and your wealth to come from, he say you go lose it, you go dry up. Oh Ravan, listen, O ten-headed Ravan. I tell you on oath, there is none to save him who is Sri Ram's adversary. Anyone who is against the divine Lord, Itaham, nobody and nothing could save you. Not even Shankar, Big Brahma and Vishnu. He says in their thousands are unable to protect you, who is an enemy to Sri Ram. If you do not live the principles of God, my dear friends, nothing will save you in this world. So finally, the call is for all of us. Moha mola bahu sola pradhatyagahu tama abhiman bajahu rama ragunayaka kripa sindhu bhagavan. Give up pride, which is in the same as tamogun, darkness, rooted as it is in ignorance, and is the source of considerable pain. And adore the feet of Sri Ram, O Ravan, the chief of the Raghus, and the ocean of compassion. That call is not for Ravan. That call is for the ego in all of us. Give up that ego. That ego is the root of all darkness, the I and the mine and the you and the yours. That is the cause and the root of all darkness in our lives. My dear friends, give it up and hold on to the feet of Sri Ram as Hanumanji did. Prem se bole Sri Ram Chandra Bhagavan ki jai. Now take your coconut as we'll crack, and then we'll have Arati closing prayer. Om Sri Krishna Krishna Sagyai Bhavitya Mamasya Vidyar Pradve Sri Vala Kalipati Saptame Vaivasman Vantar Kalipatam Charane Jambu Dvipe West Indies Kandeyar Vatarike Desh Antargati Trinidad Desh 56 Mapipi Road Chetri Grami Bhauta Vataritar Parahi Namo Narayanayi Namo Namam Durga Durgati Rakshani Rakshani Matayi Namaha Swaha Ad Shakti Devi Durga Mata Ki Jai. सुनो मेरे देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया सुनो मेरे देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया सुनो मेरे देवी पार न पाया हो मैं तेरा पार न पाया हो मैं सुनो मेरे देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया सुनो मेरे देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया नंगे पग तेरे आगे आया सोने के चक्र चढ़ाया पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल तेरे बीच आया हो मैं सुनो मेरे देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया सुनो मेरे देवी पर्वतवासिनी मध में कलियुगे राज सवारा पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल ले तेरे भेंट चढ़ाया
सुनो मेरे देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया सुनो मेरे देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया
नंगे परते के आए आगे सोने के चक्र चढ़ाया पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल ले तेरे भेंट चढ़ाया
सुनो मेरे देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया सुनो मेरे देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया
जय देवी जय जय मां जय जगदम्ब भवानी जय जय देवी जय जय मां जय जगदम्ब भवानी अम्बे भवानी माता अम्बे भवानी माता अम्बे भवानी
जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी जय 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 जगदम्बा भवानी
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां
दुर्गे मां जय दुर्गे मां दुर्गे मां जय दुर्गे मां
दुर्गे मां जय दुर्गे मां दुर्गे मां जय दुर्गे मां
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम नारायणी
नारायणी ओम
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां
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 नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे मां
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम
जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम
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 जय जगदम्बे
दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ
जय जगदम्बे
दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम
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 बोल
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ
दुर्गे माँ जय दुर्गे माँ दुर्गे माँ जय
दुर्गे माँ दुर्गे माँ जय दुर्गे माँ दुर्गे माँ जय दुर्गे माँ
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे
दुर्गे माँ
जय
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ
जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ जय जगदम्बे दुर्गे माँ
Put in the hands together, closing the physical eyes, we all pray. Om Asato Ma Satgamayam Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamayam Mrityorman Amritam Gamayam Om Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvamevam Tvameva Bandhu Chasika Tvamevam Tvameva Vidyam Dravinam Tvamevam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Devam Om Shanti 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 Hari Om प्रेम से बोले आदि शक्ति देवी दुर्गा माता की सनातन धर्म की ओम श्री गुरुदेवता की जय जय सीताराम. All please have your seat. Arti and Prasad will come to you. Puja again starts tomorrow at 5:30. So who coming to do puja, please make effort and come.